The Senate passed President Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. Now, it's not a done deal just yet. The legislation has to return to the House before it can be sent to the president's desk. But the House is expected to start debating the revised version starting tomorrow. And once the president signs the bill into law, the IRS could start rolling out up to $1,400 checks within days. And Senator Tom Cotton criticized the bill on Twitter. He tweeted about a number of convicted killers, including Dylan Roof and the Boston Marathon bomber, who are eligible for relief checks. Inmates are included in the group of people who will get a check, but it is also important to note that they were also eligible in both of the previous relief bills under former President Trump. Senator Cotton voted in favor of both of those bills. But that does bring us to our political plays of the week. We have Democrat Michael John Gray and Republican Bill Vickery here with us this morning. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Let's get to that $1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. Passed the Senate, split down the line there over the weekend. I think a lot of eyes are on this, the stimulus checks and who gets it. They're saying up to $1,400. I know that several amounts were thrown out, like $2,600. But how much are people getting exactly, and who will be getting a check?
Well, I think Senator Cotton characterized it properly and fairly there. I think there are a number of really smart, well-meaning, good people who've lost their job because of the shutdown and who continue to suffer because we're going to prolong this thing as long as Anthony Fauci or whomever tells us we have to wear 5 masks. So I completely understand and agree with half of this bill. That's money that's going directly to families, directly to human beings, real people who work and pay taxes and who lost their job through no fault of their own. The problem with the bill is literally $900 billion of it, or almost half of it, is comprised of stuff that isn't related to corona relief. It's a bridge in somebody's district. It's a program that has nothing to do with coronavirus. This is a Christmas tree piece of legislation. Half of it's good. Listen, back in June, we passed a corona relief package quick in record time because all politicians were scared. They made it a clean bill. They rushed it out. They got money into the hands of people. Now they've had more time to settle down, and that's why you see an extra $1 trillion tacked onto this bill.
So, Bill, you're saying that you do agree that some of the money is going to the people who actually need it. You mentioned some of the money is going to the bridges. Michael John, do you have anything that you have to say in response to that?
So the reason we have to have a third one is because the first two weren't enough. And it's anytime you have legislation, not everybody's going to get everything they want in it. There are going to be things in there people don't want in it. You come together and you get something passed. The fact that the Arkansas delegation voted for the last two, voted for just this one, shows you it is absolutely a partisan attack. The other half of the bill that Bill doesn't like, it goes to help restaurants, small businesses. It helps to create projects in districts that will create jobs, that'll bring some money back into those communities that suffered through the coronavirus pandemic. So, yes, half the bill is absolutely direct checks and direct income, unemployment relief. The other half of the bill is to help stimulate the economy. It is more than a Band-Aid, and that was what the economists and those that know what they're talking about saw in the last two corona relief bills. As they were rushed, they did get checks directly to people, but they were Band-Aids that didn't address the entire problem. Senate came together, moderated this bill somewhat from the House, and came a package that's going to help America, and that's what it's about. And I hate that Senator Cotton found the space to vote for it last time and against it this time, strictly based on partisan lines.
Bill?
Yeah, well, again, and I agree with Michael John. I think here's the lop off $1 trillion, and this is a fantastic bill. I mean, when you talk about some people get things they want, Republicans didn't want it to be the size that it is. They wanted to cut it in half. And so you think about it like this. For the people who deserve to get payments from the government because they lost their job through no fault of their own, okay, those people then are eventually going to come back and pay the tab for the other half of this bill at some point in time. That's also unconscionable. That shouldn't be done. And so that's what I'm saying, that the issue has become politicized now. Now that we've slowed down, now that we've seen, here come all these pet projects from different blue states, by the way. You look at where that money's being spent, it's not being spent in Arkansas. There are no projects in these southern states. This is a politically draconian sort of move by the administration. They knew exactly what they're doing. They pump money into blue states. West Virginia gets stuff, and I appreciate Joe Manchin, but at the end of the day, the guy sold his soul so he could build a bridge in West Virginia.
Bill, I need
Or
Michael
how
John
about-
to respond real quick. Go ahead.
How about our Arkansas delegation get on board, work with the other side, and get some of that relief here? There is relief coming to Arkansas. Bill's incorrect. The funding to small businesses and restaurant owners in Arkansas is coming. That's coming to Arkansas. But when you have leaders in Washington from Arkansas that will not come to the table, then there are opportunities we miss. You cannot render yourself to irrelevant partisanship and still have a seat at the table. It will not work.
All right, Michael, John, and Bill, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Of course, we're going to be following this closely as it heads to the House tomorrow. All right, we'll be right back in just a few minutes. Stay with us.